Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Nugent. For most of my adult life, I've been doing research to try and find ways to help people with their health in a proactive way. In the United States, we certainly have no deficiency of reactive health care. In fact, our reactive health care is probably the best in the world, but our proactive health care is sadly lacking. Now, I had a clinic for just over 20 years, which many of my colleagues refer to as the Last Chance Clinic. Unfortunately, although we wanted it to be a proactive practice, most of what we got was people who were in very, very serious health situations. During the time that I was in practice, we had a lab on board and we did research on dietary supplements from many companies around the world. The vast majority of the products we tested really had no value. Some of them did have some value, but I very, very rarely have endorsed any products. Now, recently, I found a product called Just Like Sugar. It's actually quite ingenious. This is a product that's made of natural, safe plant material, and it provides a number of benefits, and there are no negatives with this sweetener whatsoever. I know that sounds amazing, but there are none. This provides you with dietary fiber, and Americans definitely don't get enough dietary fiber every day. We know how important that is for our colon health. It's also important for heart health. So these are two crucial aspects for us. And in addition to that, the sweetness. Well, we keep grabbing that junk food, we keep grabbing the table sugar, because we all, as Americans, have a sweet tooth. What if you could have sweet food that tasted good, that tasted as though it had table sugar in it, but it wasn't giving you any adverse response at all? That would be ideal, right? Well, that's why I'm doing this today. That's why I'm talking to you, because I think I've found something that is ideal. Now, this is zero glycemic, zero carbohydrates, 0 calories, and it tastes great. It also behaves like sugar. So unlike other products that you may use as a sugar substitute, this product you can cook with it, mix with it, and do all kinds of things with it. It behaves like sugar. Recently I found out that the company that makes Just Like Sugar is actually starting a new product line, and they're going to have vending machines in schools. And these vending machines are going to be providing drinks which have high natural fiber, a wonderful sweet taste, natural calcium, and some other important nutrients which are important for good, healthy support of your immune system and so on. These are products that your child can use, and not only are the products safe, but actually healthy at the same time. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could change the health of all of our nation's children by giving them something that tasted great and they didn't even know it was healthy for them? This is something we can do now. This is a choice that I would like to recommend for all of you, that you're looking for this low glycemic sweetener, Just Like Sugar, and that you use this daily. Use it in your own cooking at home. Use it as your table sugar substitute. And if your school system has these vending machines with the drinks in it, boy, I think that's a pretty darn good idea as well. In the book that I've written called The Genetic Key Diet, I talk about this extensively and explain it in plain language, why this is so important for all of us, and why simply changing your diet, simply making the right choice in your diet, can do wonders for your health and for your future, and this starts with your kids. Right now, there are children as young as 12 years of age who are being diagnosed as borderline type 2 diabetics. Now think about this. Type 2 diabetes is called adult onset diabetes. It's called that because we shouldn't be seeing that in somebody who hasn't reached at least the age of 45. And our children are eating so much table sugar and junk now that this is affecting their health in ways that previous generations never imagined could be possible. And there is one more issue. This extra sugar, table sugar, refined white sugar that kids are getting every day, this is also affecting behavior. Right now, there are children all over the United States and other countries who are being diagnosed with hyperactivity disorder, and they're being given pharmaceutical drugs like Ritalin as an example. All pharmaceutical drugs are potentially dangerous. All pharmaceutical drugs, no exception. And if you have your child on Ritalin, I would strongly recommend that you look in the physician's desk reference. Look the drug up. You read about it. What if your child simply has been taking in too much refined sugar? That is the case for many children. And if we could get them away from the refined sugar, we might find not only are they going to be healthier in every way, but they don't need a potentially dangerous pharmaceutical to control their behavior. And now, for the first time, because of this new product, of all of the low glycemic sweeteners that I have looked at, this is the only one that I can strongly recommend. But this product, just like sugar, does. It does behave the way you need it to. It gives you the benefits that the body needs, and there are no negative effects. So it's something that I can personally very strongly recommend. So get your kids on a low glycemic diet. If your school doesn't provide these new drinks yet, talk to the principal about it. Make it happen.